The shooting of Michael Brown and any lack of transparency from the police department responsible for said incident is outrageous in how it has been reported. And I guess that's not the only reason to be angry.
Is he going to get a fair shake, this officer?
There has been a rush to judgment.
Eric Holder flies into Ferguson, with his superhero cape.
This mantra of the unarmed black teenager shot by white cop. That description in and of itself actually colors the way in which we look at the story.
Yes, describing the actual facts of the case really does color the way we look at it. White cop shoots unarmed black teen does sound terrible. Whereas, say, hero cop kills alien hunting humans for sport would put a completely different spin on things. Which, though a very accurate description of Blood Predator 2, is in this case not what happened. And you know what? There's so many other stories out there.
Why aren't we covering New York? Why are we covering black on black crime?
Yes! Why are we interested in holding police officers to a higher standard than gangs? They both flash colors, and yes, one of them has been sworn to protect and defend, but still.
Well, this weekend, 42 people were shot in Chicago. I don't see the protests. I don't see the anger.
If I were African American, I would be outraged that more journalists aren't covering what's happening in Chicago. And more outraged that people like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson don't head to those areas.
Yes! What can explain the lack of outrage about Al Sharpton and his not doing anything about black violence in Chicago?
What's Chicago's violence making national headlines? A group led by the Reverend Al Sharpton plans to convene an anti-violence summit of national civil rights leaders here.
Oh, that's right, because African American leaders did hold a summit about that in November. And I've had these 2 times in the city just in the last 13 months. Which is not to say that they're taking along with President Bush's initiative attempts to address this violence and accomplish vigils and marches within violence toward communities means they are trying actually to do something. You see, you being ignorant of those attempts doesn't mean the issue itself is being ignored in the same way that when it snows where you live doesn't mean the world isn't getting hotter. Oh, you know what? There's something else bothering you, isn't there?
When the cop pulls me over, I put my hands outside of the car. If I'm carrying a weapon which I'm licensed to carry in New York, the first thing I tell the police officer is, officer, I want you to know I have a legal firearm in the car.
And then, I brace myself for the taser. Well, without getting into the fact that you get pulled over so much by the cops that sometimes you carry a weapon, sometimes I don't know, just that's how I'm feeling that day, but continue.
I often would even take my step out of the car, lift my shirt up so we can see where the gun is.
You really do have no idea, do you? Basically you're saying, if only Michael Brown, instead of holding his hands over his head, had reached down to his waist and lifted up his shirt to show the gun he did not actually have, this whole tragedy could have been avoided. Do you not understand that life in this country is inherently different for white people and black people?
A lot of people are trying to make this Dana about black and white and trying to make this about race.
This is part of this effort to make everything about race. Is this a story about race? We know that.
I think it is playing the race card, and I think it's disgraceful.
The only racial divide that is created here is being created by the race baiters.
You know who talks about race? Racist.
Did you just, he who smelt it dealt it racism? Did you really? You felt that racism? All right. Forget that information 94% of the police are white, 63% of people are black. Forget that 92% of police searches and 86% of car stops are for black people. Forget that the white municipal government finances nearly a quarter of its annual budget for the fines and penalties disproportionately level against the black portion of the population. Forget that the history of this town includes this tasty nugget. A 52-year-old man named Henry Davis said that 4 Ferguson police officers beat him, then charged him with damaging government property because his blood had gotten on officers' uniforms. So let me get this straight. You guys got tanks. You can't keep a couple of Tide sticks around? Because here's the problem with everything that's going on in this conversation. This isn't all about just one man killed in one town. It's about how people of color, no matter their socioeconomic standing, face obstacles in this country with surprising grace. Look at how upset you all get about certain things.
Christmas. Why are we allowing anti-Christmas madness?
Why do I have to drive around with my kids to look for nativity scenes and be like, oh yeah, kids, look, there's baby Jesus behind the festivus pole made out of beer cans. It's nuts.
Remember? You were furious that America's 11-month-long celebration of Christmas wasn't enough. But now, if you can, just imagine that instead of having to suffer the indignity of a festivus pole blocking something you could have just set up in your own yard anyway. Imagine that instead of that, on a pretty consistent basis, you can't get a f***ing cab, even though you're a neurosurgeon, because you're black. I guarantee you that every person of color in this country has faced an indignity, from the ridiculous to the grotesque to the sometimes fatal, at some point in their, I'm going to say last couple of hours, because of their skin color. Quick story. So we live in New York City, a liberal bastion. Recently, let me finish. Recently, we sent a correspondent and a producer to a building in this liberal bastion where we were going to take an interview. The producer, white, dressed in what could only be described as homeless elf attire, and a pretty strong 5 o'clock from the previous week's shadow, strode confidently into the building, preceding our humble correspondent, a gentleman of color, dressed resplendently in a tailored suit. Who do you think was stopped? Let me give you a hint, the black. And that happens all the time, all of it. Race is there, and it is a constant. You're tired of hearing about it? Imagine how exhausting it is living it. We'll be right back. But recently, on our program, we had a little bit of fun with the story of a family Bundy. He's what you call a grazing fee denier who sparked an armed standoff with the federal government in an effort to keep his cows on welfare. Mr. Bundy, who does not recognize the existence of the American government, had become a bit of a hero on the right. I don't know how many interviews Mr. Bundy has done with these conservative media outlets. There was one thing he forgot to mention.
I want to tell you one more thing I know about tomatoes.
In a surprising twist, states' rights sovereign citizen Cliven Bundy is apparently also a professor of Negro studies.
Now what did? They abort their young children. They put the young men in jail because they never learned how to pick cotton.
should mention he's a professor at Duke University. David Duke University.
And along the lines, are they better off as slaves, picking cotton, having family lives and doing things, or are they better off under government subsidy?
Well, it's an interesting question. I guess history will be the judge. Oh, what's that? History